more into the phone instead of my like mic, so I'd rather do that instead. And yeah, basically we're just gonna play this. Okay, so in my last video I was like, oh, mobile gaming, like if you actually play it, you know, like truly you can't just say you game, right? And the only thing that you say that you game is like Subway Surfers, which is fine. It's fine. Like at least you didn't say I don't know, Crossy Road or something like that. You know, like it just takes skills, you know. People say they like to play COD Mobile nowadays, and it's like okay, truly, like whatever whatever you like. Honestly, good game taste is subjective, I think. But yeah, so okay, maybe the point of this game is to get coins and vandalize. You know, why haven't we canceled this game yet? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh yeah, I don't know. I started recording because I'm like, I'm supposed to be working out, but I get so distracted easily. So now I'm doing this instead. Oh shit. Like, the security guard is my past haunting me. So yeah, basically, I truly think gaming, like, is subjective. Okay, my first game, like my first ever game to play ever in my life ever kind of thing is like the small GameCube, or no, Game Boy, like the DS, like the little DS, and then I had an actual DS, and like, you know, it was fun. Like I kept breaking it and losing it, and you know, I just, oh yeah, maybe I wasn't supposed to do that, but I really liked Nintendo back then, you know, and I don't know why I don't like it now, because like we literally bought a Switch, and like, dude, I can't even play online on it. So I was like, shit, if I can't even play online, then what's the point of buying this, you know? So basically we got scammed. And would I buy another Switch? Maybe. I have a PS Vita, and like I don't have the charger for it, so I don't know what I would do, you know. And like when I was little, like I really wanted to play GTA Online, you know, and this was when I was like, what, 10? Like I really wanted to play it online, and I would try to, like, you know, those stupid things, you're like really poor and you don't want to ask your parents like, hey, can you get this game for me, you know, like go out of your way and buy this game for me that I'm not supposed to play. So I wasn't like that. I was like, okay, let me try to find a way to get this for free, you know, and it never worked, and I got like a lot of viruses. So I don't recommend you to do that. Just wait until you can get a job, you know. Like as soon as I got a job, my first few things, like I already had a game, right? Like my first ever game, like ever, that I bought like for myself would like probably, actually no, most of the games I have, they were either gifted to me or I already had them before and my parents bought it for me. Like, ever. Like, the first time they ever bought something for me, like, that was due to my interest would be, like, Overwatch. Like, that, I got that game when I was 13, and then I kept playing it, of course, but it was, like, on a shitty computer, so it doesn't matter anyways. But after I got my job, I started spending more on that game itself. You know, there's no other games that interest me, you know? And, like, okay, let's talk about the GTA 6 trailer. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Because when GTA 5 came out, it was 12 years ago, right? It was 12 years ago. And I think 12, 10, maybe? I have no idea. And, like, let's say 19 minus 12, like, do the math, right? Like, I was small. I was small. The first thing ever, I think my cousins, like, they had, like, a PlayStation 3, and then that's where I saw, like, GTA gameplay, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, what? This is so cool. And this is where, like, my love for open world games came, you know? And it's like, my friends keep telling me, like, why don't you buy Cyberpunk? I'm like, dude, why would I play Cyberpunk? Honestly, I've seen the gameplay and my friend has streamed it to me multiple times, but it's like, you know, I just really like open world games where I can actually interact better, and I'm not used to the mechanics of Cyberpunk, you know. I'm more used to, like, GTA mechanics, right? If that makes sense. You know? So that's why. And, like, I know they took really long, you know. They did take really long, and maybe we shouldn't have waited that long, because it's been like a decade. Has it? Yeah, a decade. And, you know, we should never wait that long for a game. Like, it better be worth it or something. But I remember the last time I heard of Rockstar Games, like, they had like a conflict or something, and then they were like, oh, we're never gonna release it or some blah blah blah, and I was like, oh my god, please. So I'm pretty sure they'll release it. Hopefully nothing happens, but just know, when that game comes out, I don't care. Like, most games nowadays, like, if they're new, like, you need to sell your kidney for it, right? And, you know, I don't think a game should be that much, because already, like, the components, like, to, you know, play that game, like, you need a spaceship to play those games, right? And then you'd have to, like, you'd have to pay more for the game just to play it. Like, no thanks. That's why I don't think I've bought a new game at all. Like, I got gifted Baldur's Gate and I have not downloaded it yet, you know. And I know, like, it seems like ungrateful or anything like that. Like, I told them not to buy it for me and they bought it for me, and I'm like, oh my god. And, like, I don't think I have the requirements to even, like, not even the minimum requirements to download that game. So, speaking of that game, you know, it won Game of the Year awards, and I'm not mad. Okay, I'm not mad. I feel like I understand, because a lot of people played Baldur's Gate. A lot of people played Baldur's Gate because, like, you know, like, those kind of thing. It's like it fits into the Elden Ring category, right? From what I see, right? And, like, of course, people are gonna play that a lot, you know, instead of like Spider-Man 2, which like people were complaining about the bugs and everything like that. So understandable. And then like most of the people I know that have that game, they like it for the customization. So I guess. So I'm not mad. What I'm really mad about when I was watching that award is like the fact there were like so many ads. Like there were so many ads, and like ads that I'm pretty sure no one would ever be interested in them. Maybe like there were furry games, and but like to each their own, honestly. I'm not here to judge. And then there were like kid games and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Like I stopped, I paused, and then I talked to my friend. I was like, hey, how much do you think these people pay for like to promote these games? And they were, he was like, probably a lot. I was like, yeah, you know, they like probably paid a lot to be here, and the game looks like ass. I'm just kidding. I think there was one game that I really didn't like, so it's okay. Yeah, truly. But again, would you guys ever date somebody who, like, specifically identifies as a mobile gamer? I don't know. I think I'm the type of person, like, call me weird, okay? I don't care. I'm the type of person who, like, if I had a bad experience with, like, maybe a mobile gamer, then I would, like, try to stay away from them, you know? Okay, that was unfair. Like, and I know it's bad, and I've been trying to stop doing that, you know? It's the same thing, like, when you're talking to someone, like, romantically, and then, like, they give you a song to play, and then you play that song a lot, and then you're like, oh my god, I love this song now because I love that person. And then as soon as that person, like, fucks up, then you're like, oh, maybe I should not listen to this song anymore, you know? It's like that kind of thing. But like with people, and if they fuck up, so I'm like that, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should stop being like that. Because like the mobile gamers I've talked to, like, I don't know, there's something about them. I don't know. And I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, because I play Valorant. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I would definitely date someone who's a hardcore Radiant. What's the other rank? I don't even play ranked. Immortal, you know, like Radiant, this, that. Like, would I date someone like that? Probably not. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think, because I know there were a lot, like during 2021, during the COVID era, actually, like there was a lot of stigma around like e-dating, and that's like, I find it funny, actually. I find it really funny. Like, obviously, it depends. There's a long distance relationship, and there's e-dating. Long distance is like, okay, so like you guys met, but like you guys will will meet, you know, you guys have jobs, you guys are hopefully not in your parents' basement, but if you are, like, you're actually helping them out, right? That's another topic I want to talk about. Like, I have so many topics. like as long as you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, but like in your own way, right? As long as you're not just rotting and not doing anything productive and just e-dating, and being weird, right? Okay, that was unfair. So I think, like, if you're long distance, that's fine, because you guys are working towards like meeting each other one day and maybe like closing the distance, right? But then e-dating is so weird. It's like people my age just I don't know how to explain it. It's just weird. And like there has been so many memes, right? But you can't lie. If you grew up in the era of the internet actually like Vine and YouTube being like really popular, right? That means you have e-dated before. You can't lie to me. I know you guys. Oh, I don't know you guys, but I know the people who say they like, ew, e-daters, like they have e-dated before. Like, who hasn't, right? And it's like, listen, you have to try it out once, and then you'll understand that was not it. That was not it. If you e-date and you realize, okay, so why am I gaming and also romantically talking to someone like thousands of miles away from me, right? Like at age 13, that's why don't if I could give myself an advice back then, it would probably be to not access Discord at such a young age. And to those people who have been using Kik at that age, oh my god, no. Like, I wanted to use Kik when I was little, and I was like, no thanks. So I chose Discord because it was like my first time. Like, okay, I really liked Skype, and I would talk to my friend on Skype, and then I was like, you know what, I should get Discord because it's more fun, and then it's not bland. I'm sorry, Skype, but it's not bland, and I don't regret it. I still use it to this day, but I would tell myself back then to not get Discord until I was like 16, maybe when I was 16 I would, but that's like 3 years. Like, what is 3 years gonna do? So that's but yeah, that's what I mean. Like, everyone would say, ew, like e-dating is gross, but like they have tried it once. Okay, you can't tell me you haven't, right? And like the experience, good lord, don't want it, don't do it. Like, but whatever floats your boat, actually. Well, ASMR. I guess. But now that I've like matured ish, I'm like, would I e-date ever again, or like a long distance date? The longest distance that I would oh my god, I can't speak English. The longest distance I'd actually go for would probably be like maybe a state away, like 2 states away, because I don't know, I just don't I don't think long distance is for me, to be completely honest. Like, when you're lonely, the one thing that you should avoid is trying to date long distance, Like, yeah, it does make you feel a little better, but it's gonna make you feel more lonelier. And don't tell me, no, it won't. No, it won't. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Believe me. I am the most experienced with the inexperienced. Okay? If you have a long distance relationship, like, yeah, it fills the void a little bit, right? And like, I know, I understand people are like, oh, but I want that, In my opinion, like, personally for me, like, it made me feel good, right? But then, like, I overthink a lot, and I tend to do this, like, a lot, right? When I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, am I bothering them? Am I doing this? Am I doing that? Am I doing this? And then, like, suddenly I get burnt out, right? And then, like, it becomes a problem, right? So, and also, you're gonna think a lot. Like, first you're gonna be like, oh, this is so cute, this is so lovely, like, I'm talking to someone, but like, they're here and I'm there. And then you're like, oh, but they're here and I'm there, right? So then you'll be like, well, shucks. What am I gonna do now? Like, I'm just being silly. Yeah, this is another thing I would tell my younger self, like, don't do that. That's weird. Nope. Oh, and then there's, like, another long distance. It's like when you've already, have a relationship and you guys are, like, living in the same state and everything, or same country, but then, like, they have to move for some reason, and I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, what if that happened to me, right? Where I'm seeing somebody and then suddenly they have to move somewhere else. Like, would I break up with them? It depends on the circumstance, right? If you're gonna become a musician or something like that, and, like, it requires you to not date, then I'll be like, okay, whatever. But if it requires you to, like, I don't know, like, you're just going there for business or something like that, like, I don't know, it depends if I really love that person, because I can't say right now, and I know I'm gonna say something stupid. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't think I would, huh? And then, like, that'll happen to me, and it'll be like, oh shit, I just said I wouldn't do that, but I did do that. And then, like, my partner sees that, and they're like, holy crap, you said you wouldn't do this, and no thanks. Actually, I'm fine by myself. Speaking of being fine with yourself, right now I'm just chilling on my couch instead of working out, because I need to be more comfortable with myself, okay? A lot of people nowadays are not comfortable with themselves, and they, especially after COVID, oh my god, like, after it's everyone is more, I don't know, they tend to be introverted more, which is fine, right? But also, like, already people who have been dealing with loneliness and anxiety, they already had this problem, so it just doubled. And I've been the type of person who, like, I always like to be alone, but I've always felt the loneliness, right? And like, it sucks so bad because like I want to be alone, but I don't want to feel that loneliness. Maybe I should get a therapist. But this is a discussion for later. Maybe I'll show this to my therapist and be like, yeah, see, look at that. Like, I just need you to dissect this video and just email me what you think, give me advice, and that's it. And give me a discount as well. But yeah, like, slowly I've been doing better with being lonely, because like I realized after having a booked schedule, like having school and then like working a lot and then like doing anything that just keeps me going, like keeps me going in a way, like my brain has to focus on something, right? So like I pick up new hobbies daily. Or maybe that's a bad thing, but I have no trouble now. And like I've been realizing it's so much better when you just keep, I don't know how to say this, when you keep motivating yourself by doing what you want to do, right? So like what I wanted to do was feel more comfortable with myself, so I'm making this and also just like chilling by myself in this basement, like it's my dojo. So like slowly, like, do what you like. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing what I like, and honestly I don't feel too bad. Sometimes, like, yeah, sure, sometimes my brain is like, oh, you lonely, you're so lonely. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I know I'm lonely, but like what can I do? I don't, like, I have a lot of people around me, right? But like I just, my brain is so stupid. I don't know how to, you know, like, you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I hope everyone who feels lonely don't feel lonely anymore. I wish it was that easy though. Just wish it away. Oh yeah. I think like another thing that has been helping me is like seeing my improvements, right? Like I've been seeing my confidence go up, and just anything that has to do with me improving any type of way, like relationship wise, physical, mental, this and that, work wise, academics, like it seems easy, but it's not. And I wish it was though. But yeah, good luck to us. Good luck to the lonelies. Oh. Oh, I forgot I had to whisper instead. I don't know how to whisper. Mm-hmm. Well, let's say my game of choice was Subway Surfers, because I've seen like a lot of those. Here, if you can't pay attention, here, Subway Surfer under this video, you know. And I was like, you know what? Let me do this. Maybe, like, this will help my ADHD brain. And it is. But personally, I'm a Temple Run girl. So, maybe I should have played Temple Run. I'll play, like, an actual game on my PC, like, probably next week. For now, just feast on this mobile gaming because I'm a mobile gamer. Oh, frick. Okay, I'm gonna play one more. I want to stream so bad, though. Yeah, speaking of lonely, I've been trying to see, like, more content creators who, like, just specifically vlog their days, you know? Because, like, it just makes me feel better. Like, not as in, like, oh, yeah, they're lonely, haha, lol. You know, but, like, in a way, like, oh, see, like, they're just doing their day and it feels like I'm doing my day with them, you know? Or doing their day with them. And I like that. I actually like that. And I've seen, like, only a few people doing that. And it's like people, like, I want people to do it raw, you know? That sounds wrong. Like, raw as in not editing or anything like that. And if it is, like, it should be, I don't know how to explain it. But if you understand, please, please tell me. Because, like, if someone was lonely, right? And they're like, oh yeah, so this is how I go about my day, right? Like, it makes me feel so much better because I'm like, oh, you know, like, they're going on with their day and they're lonely and, like, they're doing good. So that's good. Ooh. So, oh shit. Maybe I'll try to incorporate that here, maybe. And maybe it'll be fun, but for now, I love to talk. Like, I have so much going on in my brain right now. It's like, it's epic, but at the same time, like, it's like, oh my god, please shut up. So, I don't know. Okay, this is gonna be my last game, though. What were your most hated games? Like, mobile game. Like, for me, I'd probably say, oh my god, probably Subway Surfers.